For the listeners out there, it sounds like we don't think the Chicago scene is like incredible, but the places that are running it are fucking incredible.
They are incredible.
SmartBar sounds smart. I mean, Prism even does a pretty fucking good job too.
Yeah, Prism has started like switching up their bookings a little bit. It's like a little bit more true to the genre.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would say if I were to rank the clubs, I mean, I shouldn't rank the clubs.
It's okay.
I shouldn't rank the clubs, but I mean...
What about, like, your personal favorite? It doesn't have to be the most
my
popular.
personal favorite is SmartBar for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, like, the crowd and how consistent they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
On any given night, like, it's going to be good vibes. Also, it's an incredibly safe space, and that's very important to me.
Yeah.
Where they train their staff really well to handle any form of like harassment. They're like have such a high non-tolerance policy for any of that. Where
can I actually read a quote really quick?
Yeah,
please. About SmartBar?
Please do.
At the bottom of all their emails, right? Like, I'm of course subscribed.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on?
Of course.
What parties am I going to? It says all races and ethnicities, all religions, all countries of origin, all gender identities, all sexual orientations, all languages, everyone. Share our dance floor with kindness and respect.
Yeah, and that is so true.
It's like you walk in and that gets tattooed all over your body, whether you can see it or not.
Yeah,
and that's
like,
very special.
It's really incredible. Like, I've literally had situations where I've been on the dance floor and like Zooey will be like kind of dancing next to me, like closely, and there's like one time this girl came over to me and she put her arm around me. I kind of like looked at her like, okay, like that's fine. And we were just like dancing for like a long like 15 seconds of like not talking, but then she finally like whispered in my ear and she was like, hey, like I see that there's that guy like dancing pretty close to you, like are you fine, like are you uncomfortable?
Wow.
And I was like, oh my god, like wow, like thank you so much. That's actually like my partner, but
people are good.
I really appreciate that. Like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Okay, great. Have a good night. Thank you. So it's like very self-policing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's looking out for everyone. Everyone just like wants to have a good time.
These are people that go.
Yeah, and like if I've had situations where like the wrong fucking guy came in and I was there and I saw it. Yeah, but like, oh man, the satisfaction I get from like getting those guys kicked out when I'm like, you looked at me, or like you're like harassing me right now, or like, oh yeah,
there's a lot of like guys that go by themselves to that.
Yeah. Or I like see other girls getting really uncomfortable and then I check in with them and they're like, actually this guy's like really like on top of me right now and like I can't get him to like leave me alone. Oh man. I get Butta. Butta is my guy. Butta. And Matt's, I mean, I love all of the SmartBar staff and the security. Butta works the nights most of the time. Or he's always there when I'm there.
Butta.
I know. Or whenever he's not there, I'm always like, I can't believe it's not Butta. It's like
that's
a
pretty good.
joke.
Yeah, not bad.
But yeah, or like Mets, like all of them are like so awesome, so fantastic.
It's more of a job to them, right?
Yeah, no, totally. Like they love the music. They're like a lot of the times when we're playing, like they'll get up in the booth and like make sure like booth is secure, but they're also like very much listening to the music that we're playing and like, you know, they pay attention too, which is awesome, and like they help facilitate the like night to go as like awesome as it does on any given night. And so yeah, SmartBar is like totally like top.
It's a safe haven.
Yeah. And I mean like after the warehouse closed down, like back in the day, like SmartBar was like the next place to like allow the genre to really like continue to blossom. Otherwise it would have just like died.
Yeah.
Like nothing would have happened. And then like I don't know if you're familiar with like the disco demolition that happened at the White Sox field. Yeah, they would have been like destroyed. Like there would have been no progress.
Such a crazy story.
I know,
Disco's
God.
Dead. Like what the fuck?
We went to like a White Sox game. I think on like I don't know how many years ago it happened, but I want to say it was almost like 40 or 50 years ago.
At least in between like 35 and 45.
Yeah, so it was like 50 years ago or like 60 years. I don't even remember how many years ago, but it was like
it's 2020 now. Fuck.
Yeah, oh my God. Jesus. What year is it? How old am I?
Sometimes I say the years back and I still act like it's 2011 or something.
I know, no, I'm like, oh, the 90s were like what? Like 10 years ago? Like 5? I don't know. How old am I? I feel like I'm like fucking 18 still.
Same,
but I won't say how old I actually am. But yeah, it's like crazy that that happened and that, you know, it could have just been over. But SmartBar was around. Joe Shanahan, who owns the place, was like very committed to like fostering the community, and like he was like right up there with like Frankie Knuckles, like making sure that like that genre was still alive and those dance floor spaces were still accessible to the people that like founded them. And like, yeah, it's really, really wonderful. It's like such a great story. And then I don't know, the second one in Chicago, like my other like go-to club for like house and techno shows or like places I want to like go back and play again is definitely Soundbar. I also love the staff that works at Soundbar. They were so welcoming to
staff.
Yeah, like when we came and we did the one show, they were like so hands-on with us and they were so like just eager to like help out or just make us feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. The guy who was doing the lights was like, I know Chelsea, who's on our team, she was doing the lights at SmartBar for a while, and before she did that, the guy at Soundbar knew that she was kind of interested in the lights, and so he was like, oh, like come sit with me and like I'll show you how to like use the lights and the fog machine and the laser. Loved that. And so she was able to like kind of work the lights that night, which was so cool. And yeah, it was like, I don't know, the sound system in there is like unreal. You literally feel when you're DJing up there, you feel the sound throughout like your whole body. I'd never heard my music that loud before. It was honestly like hearing it for the first time.